Hey everybody, this is Jewish Talk with James. I'm James Nicholson, and this is Aiden Pearson.
Hello.
Today we're here to talk about something that you've probably heard about by now, if you're part of the Jewish community. Saturday, October 27th, right? 27th?
Yep.
A synagogue in Pittsburgh, this is 2018, synagogue in Pittsburgh was shot. Total of 11 people were killed. I believe that's including cops. It was one of the deadliest anti-Semitic shootings in history. And we're here to talk about what it means for the country, some of the events that have happened afterwards, and what it means for the Jewish community. So, to give some background on the shooter, the man who I'm not going to name because I believe that when you name people like that, you're just giving them fame and motivating other people to get famous by doing things like this, was a user of Gab, a social media site that's centered around free speech. Nothing wrong with that, of course, but sadly, that has been abused by people who have been chased off of other social media sites and used as a bastion of white supremacy and other extremist views. In recent times, Gab has basically been forced off the internet by all of the companies associated with it due to the controversy from the shooting, while they have been trying to aid law enforcement by giving them all the information they can on the shooter. You have any comments, Aiden?
I mean, I don't even know where to start with this whole thing. I mean, during this event, I was actually in synagogue at the time, attending a bar mitzvah, and I got a text message from one of my friends telling me about it, and I went to the restroom to check social media, and the first thing I did was figure out where all the exits are and stuff like that. Because it definitely had me worried.
Yeah. I was watching TV, and I was just watching stuff on the DVR, and I happened to hit the stop button or the last button or something, and it went to the news because my parents had been watching the news the previous night, and there it was in the headlines: Pittsburgh synagogue shot, and I was just sitting there in horror.
And I made a Facebook post about this, talking to my family especially about it, and it's a really hard pill for me to swallow because I know both you and I are both very proud of who we are and what we are as Jews. So it's very tough, and I feel like there are times where I can't wear the stuff I want to wear.
And thankfully, there were a lot more lives that could have been hurt, but were saved because they'd gone through an active shooter drill recently. But at the same time, it's horrible that we have to go through active shooter drills in synagogues. And it reminds me of a few years ago, a black church had been shot up, and I asked Mom, well, where were the guards? And Mom said, they don't have guards at churches, sweetie, because they don't need them. They're not afraid. They're not constantly in fear like we are. And that was a big moment for me, because I understood anti-Semitism and how bad it was in the world, but I thought of it really as this concept that partially had been something that we'd fought against in World War II, but I partially thought of it as a concept that was big in Europe and the Middle East. I thought anti-Semitic violence was a thing in the U.S., but it wasn't as big. But then I realized...
No, and I didn't think so either. I thought there was definitely a lot of hate, but I never realized the level it was on. It's a real intense level, and you you hear about all these different things, and I'm really not sure what's happening sometimes. I'm thankful that at my synagogue they do have an armed person at every service or every event. I am thankful for that, but it's still scary because how much can one person do?
Well, yeah, there were armed guards at the synagogue, and they're dead. And two of the people from the SWAT team that responded to the synagogue, as I understand it, are also dead.
Correct.
So
It's crazy.
yeah, it's pretty horrible.
And I mean the biggest thing for me, our current president saying that if there was an armed guard, things would have been different. Two of his own are dead.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of the president, that's another thing I wanted to talk about is that the president has arrived in Pittsburgh and the response has been nothing but protest. And I get it. There are a lot of people who feel like he has stoked a lot of the problems in this country, but I feel like it's not productive to protest the president who is trying to do his job as the counselor in chief as much as it is productive to try and protest anti-Semitism.
hmm And I mean, you're seeing multiple things coming together. You're seeing multiple different communities coming together. I mean, there was a vigil here in Sarasota, vigils all over the nation, not just in the U.S., but in Canada and Mexico as well, which is a big part of this. But the fact that our current president feels that that he wasn't expecting this shocks me kind of.
Yeah. Now, an amazing thing that I saw was the rabbi of the synagogue and the head of the Muslim community in Pittsburgh just talking together about how two of them are old friends, and the Muslim community in Pittsburgh has raised nearly $200,000 to help out the family members of the victims.
And the thing that struck me most is your next service, we will be there. The leader said that, armed and ready. And I feel like this just shows that, even though the terror that's going on in Israel, in the U.S., Muslims and Jews are still friends and have really good ties. I know here in Sarasota we have really good ties with the Muslim community as well as the Christian community and the Catholic community that's very close to us. And those are big things that we have.
Yeah, and speaking of the subject of being armed and ready, it goes to another subject, which is the idea of Jewish self-defense. And the fact that I feel like we have, through all the years of violence, basically there were Jews that believed that we should fight for the Jewish people, and they went to Israel. And other Jews just didn't decide to fight. And I feel like, to a certain extent, we have started waiting for Gentiles to defend us from other Gentiles. And I don't think that solves anybody's problems.
I agree. It doesn't. It's a crazy thing, and no, it doesn't solve our problems. But what it does do is create an environment that is tough for a lot of people to comprehend. Especially younger children. How do we tell our children what's going on?
Yeah. And and it gets worse when people talk about how Jews get white privilege. 1/4 of the Jews at my high school is a black Jew. And yes, I just said is, because because including me, there are only 4 Jews at my high school. So is was the correct word in that sentence.
Correct. It is. I'm lucky enough that my school is a little larger, which is very nice.
Well, my school
But
is
it's
kind of
still
a big school. it just doesn't have much of a Jewish population because it draws mainly from towns like Sefner and Plant City that aren't really Jewish towns. And I just feel like when things like this happen and people continue to talk about how Jews benefit from white privilege, it's just very annoying, you know?
Mm-hmm. I agree. It is quite annoying.
But I think that there's also a lot beautiful about that community. You know, that neighborhood in Pittsburgh, all of the denominations of Judaism come together in that neighborhood. That synagogue was built by money from multiple denominations, and it has multiple sanctuaries for different denominations. And I just think that's an amazing thing. And
Very much.
I feel like we need to focus less on problems between denominations and more on uniting a Jewish people. And some Israeli politicians have been talking about that lately, talking about how the chief rabbinate in Israel needs to start accepting conservative and reform rabbis as legitimate.
Yeah.
And that's been something that's come up in the wake of this shooting. He said, you know, that this was a conservative ceremony that was going on, but these people are Jewish enough to get shot for being Jewish. Doesn't, just because they're not Orthodox doesn't make them not Jewish. And the chief rabbi doesn't need to treat it like that. And I feel like that needs to be a big concern, is all Jews coming together, regardless of denomination, to work together against anti-Semitism in the modern world, because it's a big problem. It's been a problem for 2,000 years, maybe longer.
Yeah, it is a big problem, and it's not okay that it is a problem.
And responding to anti-Semitism essentially by just going, well, we could deal with it, but first we have to have this argument over whether or not women and men should be allowed to pray together. It's no. We need to deal with anti-Semitism first. That needs to be a priority.
Mm-hmm. It really does.
Now, there is, of course, some good news out of the Jewish community within the last week. Well, like I said earlier, the whole thing about Muslim and Jewish communities in Pittsburgh coming together, but also an Israeli government minister has come to visit a United Arab Emirates mosque. So yet another example of the Jewish world and the Muslim world working together. Really, I don't think Israel and Arab governments need to be fighting so much. It's so dumb. And
yeah, and if you ask me, what I want to say is that I also want to talk that her name the eight Jewish baseball players who now have Israeli citizenship that happened in the past few weeks. That's a really big step that I think is very important to note too.
Yeah. The reason why the Israeli government minister was there is because the Israeli judo team was entering the United Arab Emirates. So finally, we have Israeli and Arab athletes playing together. And that is a further sign of the Jewish world and the Muslim world coming together. I just think that it's sad that in recent years it seems like the Jewish world and parts of the Christian world have been floating apart, specifically in the United States. That's not the same everywhere. Dutch Christians and Dutch Jews still have a very good relationship. I believe it's Sukkot that Dutch Christians celebrate, despite it being a Jewish holiday. But in the U.S., there seems to be a rise in some parts of the Christian community of things like white supremacy. And it's a problem. And like my dad says, my dad comes from a Gentile family, for those who don't know. If there is a Jewish conspiracy out there, where's my money from it?
Right.
Really, because if the Jewish conspiracy does exist, they're not paying us enough. Look at this. Does it look like the Jewish conspiracy is paying us enough? Yeah, no. I read a Jew joking that they think that we can control the weather or something.
Yeah, no.
But I think that the best way to deal with anti-Semites, one important way, is to confront them. To go, once Gab starts up again, I think we need to start a Jewish presence on Gab. And from there, we will actually be able to confront anti-Semitism. Just looking at it and saying this anti-Semitism is not enough. And granted, there are going to be people who are going to remain entrenched in their views because of their nature, because of certain psychological effects. But saying that we're going to give up and not fight those views is not a productive way to deal with things.
Not at all.
So, anything else that you think?
Honestly, just talk to your families about this and, listen to your kids and learn from your kids.
Yeah. And if you're not Jewish, then I recommend that you learn about anti-Semitic violence if you don't know a lot about it. Whether you're Jewish or not, I recommend that you go to a Holocaust museum. Seriously, this is an example of why we should all learn about the history of anti-Semitic violence. I also think in an age where people are treating Jews as if we are somehow an out. So what I was going to say before I was interrupted is that in an age where Jews are treated as if we're outsiders in American history, we should all learn about Jewish history within the U.S. Sorry about this. I ran out of space on the hard drive I was recording on. The left treats Jews as subjects of white privilege, as if we're outsiders in their movement, but at the same time, look at Bernie Sanders. He was marching with Martin Luther King. On the right, again, Jews have always been there for the right, too. A great example in the modern world is Ben Shapiro. But Jews have been there throughout the ages for politics and throughout American history. And people need to learn about Jewish history in the U.S. In order to learn how to stop anti-Semitic violence. I'd like to thank you for watching and ask that you please put any questions that you have in the comments section below.